Wrestle Story, we discuss all things wrestling's legends of the past, superstars of the present, the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Raw, every Wednesday after NXT and AEW, and every Friday after SmackDown.
You said that weirdly. That's okay, though.
Welcome to the show. Yeah, we're having issues getting up here.
It's Monday.
We actually have Mark's Reviews. We actually have 4 different songs that we use.
Songs. This just happens to be the one for Mondays.
We use this for Mondays.
So then it's not the same song every time. But, yeah, so tonight.
Y'all should replace Vic and Jerry on commentary. They were awful. Maven ranting on national TV about Shane McMahon being a world champion would be everything. I'm here for it. TWS for life.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I gotta agree. If I'm just being honest.
How you doing, John L?
Jerry and Vic on commentary.
How you doing, Starring John?
They're just not.
Welcome to the Starring John show. Yes, definitely.
Vic and Jerry are just not doing it. It's not cutting it for me. Jerry Lawler, I'm sorry. He might have been okay back in the day. Right now, he does not mesh well with Vic. And that's a problem. They don't bounce off each other.
Hello,
at all. What's up, man? So I have a problem with that. It's weird. He says like the dumbest things at times.
Hello, Clark.
And that really just makes me angry.
I mean, it's Jerry Lawler.
I get it, and
He's
I get it's Jerry Lawler, and I understand that, but like, that doesn't matter to me. He might have been good back in the day, but now it's not working, and it doesn't mesh with what their vibe is now.
Kofi has fallen off the face of the planet, I think.
Pretty much.
Hello, James. How you doing?
Okay, the first problem.
Hello, Zandel. Hey, I'm so pissed that Craig Hayes has the balls to talk crap to someone on Twitter and not in person. Yes, I agree.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about that too. Raw, the C show, the SmackDown, the B show, NXT, the A show.
I'm gonna tell you, I didn't mind tonight's Raw.
I really didn't. I thought it was decent.
No Becky tonight. Maven ran about that.
Well, I've heard some stuff.
Give it a minute. Can you hear it, Scott?
I've heard a couple.
Definitely hear it. Hello, Export.
I'll share. This is the third week Dio didn't show up. That's enough selling. Pretty much. I wonder if they just fired him from commentary.
They might have. I hate that WWE, since they became a publicly traded company, blamed Raw's low ratings on things such as Monday Night Football. When back in the Attitude Era, they got better ratings than Monday Night Football. I think the one issue with everything now, not just Raw, not just all that stuff. I think that the one issue you have is there's so many other avenues for watching things.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can get on YouTube in 2 seconds and be able to watch whatever I want to watch. So, I think that you can't compare what's the ratings now and the number of people watching shows now to even 10 years ago, because of where we've come and how fast things have grown as far as being able to watch different things.
Okay, sorry to disagree with your Lawler rant. Just his voice alone is all I need. He reminds me of when I was a kid. I disagree.
Yes,
I
like it too.
I just don't.
You lost us?
Like
Great.
It.
That's because my internet.
Yeah, we did.
Gotta love my internet.
It's great. They're coming on Wednesday,
and there goes
guys.
The internet
They're coming. They're coming on Wednesday.
I'm gonna flip out on them. I already flipped out on them. Oh crap! Here we go again.
We're coming back. We're coming back. Wait, we're coming back up.
I know.
Okay. Gleen family versus the internet guy at TLC.
Yeah, it's gonna be on.
Book it. Yeah. So we're back.
The funny thing is, they tried to blame it on like we had a modem and a router.
And they tried to
blame it on my stuff. So I got all their stuff. I got their modem. I've got their extenders. I've got everything from them. And I'm still having the same issue. So I called them. I called them Saturday night and said, hey, you know what?
that or move.
I
See,
called him Saturday
Colin.
night during our
Colin.
our stream Saturday night, and I said, you know what? I paid for your stupid stuff that's not working now, and I'm not very happy. Set up a GoFundMe for fast internet. I'm supposed to have fast internet. That's the issue.
And it's not. It's really not.
I'm supposed to have like their top tier internet, and like my download speeds are fine. I can run 8,000 TVs in the house and not have any issues. My upload speeds for streaming are nowhere near where they're supposed to be. Or they work out, they start out being where they're supposed to be, and then they drop off completely.
They drop off the face of the earth.
Seth Rollins could blame himself. Nobody wanted him as team captain in Survivor Series. Seth Rollins,
Okay.
Oh, man.
Pause.
Okay, go ahead.
Pause.
Go ahead, start it.
Pause. Okay, so first, the rumors I've heard around town is that apparently KN...
How you doing, Pro Diggy?
Yeah, Pro Diggy, whatever.
Rumor is that they're protecting Bex because she has a tornado tag match at TLC.
That's what I've heard. The other rumor I have heard was that Becky was supposed to be the one holding the town hall meeting, and they dropped that last second and decided to put Seth instead. If that was the case, I'm okay with it because I think putting Seth in this position would have been better than Becky. Because honestly, I think everybody would have cheered anyways and would have been like, yeah, Raw sucks. But, like, go Becky. Instead, they were like, Seth, you suck. Raw kind of sucks too, but you suck more because you're being a buttface to all these people.
It pisses me off how people get mad when Becky isn't on the show. Like, she needs to be on every episode. She's not in all of Monday Night Raw, bro. She's boring anyways. I don't think she needs to be there all the time either. I think that they need to mix up wrestlers. I've said this before. I think they need to...
Well, I get that, and I understand that, but she's...
Can I adopt you?
I get that.
I got too many kids the way it is. I'm sorry.
I get that, and I understand that she doesn't need to be on the show all the time, but she is the Raw Women's Champion, so I don't want her to go and end up being Brock Lesnar.
Oh, one more Pro Dig? I suppose I could.
That's what I don't want to happen. Was for any of the champions to go and be Brock Lesnar. So I think you have to keep them on the show and have to keep them there regularly.
You don't have to have them there every week.
Okay, but if they start to miss weeks here and there, I'm okay with not having an appearance every now and again. Which is fine.
So,
like what they did tonight with Becky, it's cool.
Mr. D,
and
did you see what YouTube did to some videos on the Fightful site? Yes, I did. I'm going to actually talk about that just because of what we have, because Copa's going to hit here. The changes are coming December 10th, actually.
They pushed it forward?
Well, they don't have to have everything done until January 1st, but December 10th, they're going to start doing some stuff.
But I'll pay WWE.
How about that Rusev story?
We'll get to that.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Oh, or not.
Now, we're going to talk about Rusev here shortly. We'll let you know what happened there. How you doing, Flawless Victory? CM Punk versus Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, yeah or not? No.
I think there's a possibility it could happen, but am I necessarily so stoked for it? No. Is it going to be like a big deal? In my eyes, no. But I mean, would I be like fine with it if it happened? Yeah. So
I am stoked for it just because the simple fact that they finally, I think, are starting to do what I said they should be doing with Seth Rollins, what I said they should have done with him a month and a half ago, and they didn't do it. And finally, I think they started to pull the trigger tonight.
It's great. I disagree.
I think that
Shane, you don't want to start this argument again, man. You lost it the last time. Well, kind of lost it. But you kind of lost it the last time. And I will not. No, I will not.
Hello, Forgetty.
What's up? After Seth and Becky have their wedding, they need to go away. Pauses. Like, forever.
No, they are just starting to use Seth the right way. Okay, that's all I needed. Packing my bags. All right.
No, okay.
We'll be here, Pro Diggy.
Okay.
Although, as you've seen my internet, hold on, you've seen my internet, so, if you're looking to, stream or anything like that, you might not.
You don't want to do that in our house.
Might not work for you.
No. So anyways, back up the list. Export said Becky does not need to be in every show. Have you ever heard of her overexposure? No wonder people are slowly turning on her. I don't think people are slowly turning on her. I do get overexposure, but if you have the championship on somebody, they have to be there on a regular basis. No, not every day or like every show. I get that, and I'm okay with if they're not here, this one week, and they show up the next week. Like, I'm fine with that as long as it doesn't turn into a Brock Lesnar situation. I don't have a huge problem with it. It's just like don't make it Brock Lesnar situation. Because then you're going to have some problems.
Yeah.
And all your championships won't be on your shows.
I haven't done it yet. I am going to try it, though.
So, anyways, let's get into the show. Fun stuff. So, we start the show. I need the mouse. Where's the mouse? There's the mouse.
This is why I want to try the double mice thing. Do you all think Razor and Akam will become JJ Security upgrade or for set? I think they're
I'm going to share my thoughts. Shush, quiet. No, you're not going to share my thoughts. Be quiet. We'll get to that.
That is cool, James.
I'm sorry, Zendel. I'm sorry. We're going to talk about that.
By the way, how you feeling, James?
So we get the town hall meeting. Seth comes out and tells us, all of you let me down. Raw, you let me down. And I'm going to say the one thing that nobody here is willing to say. You all suck. He then goes into asking Randy if he has anything to say for Team Raw. Hey.
Hi, Elijah.
Hey, that Walmart song. My God, horrible. I think it's catchy. I don't get dehydrated.
Shane,
stop. Shush. You're not supposed to say that in the chat. You have to wait for me to share my idea. Jeez, come on, man. AOP and Seth the Zeal faction. Why are we all talking about this? We're not supposed to talk about this until later.
It should work. I have 2 keyboards connected. I'll try it out. We're going to try it out and see how it goes.
Jeez. So, he starts out by asking Randy if he has anything to say for Team Raw. Randy starts to walk into the ring like he would, get on the mic. And then Seth runs his mouth.
I can help pay for better rent.
Seth starts to run his mouth about how, Randy didn't do this. Randy didn't do that. And then Randy's like, forget you, I'm leaving. He then turns to Charlotte and tells her, I can't believe you didn't win for us. I mean, you're a Flair. You are such a disappointment. You want to sit here and say you're a leader? You're a disappointment. Flair then walks away. He then goes after Ray, and I thought this was great. I love this, and this is the part where I was kind of like, I'm starting to not like you. He then says, I beat Brock Lesnar twice this year and brought the title back to Raw. You couldn't even get the job done with a lead pipe and your stupid kid. Ray is then like, screw you, Seth Rollins. I'm leaving. And the whole rest of the roster follows him. Then the only person that stays is Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens gets, in the ring. Seth's like, I love this place, and I'm going to do anything for it. If that means I have to go through this person and that person to show that Raw is the top brand, then I will. I will do that, because Monday Night Rollins is the best, and we will be the best, and I will make it the best once again. And then Kevin is like, he's just like standing there like, okay. And then he's like, what do you do, Kevin? What do you do? You're lazy. You don't do anything. You don't do this. You don't do that. Whatever. You don't do anything. You don't do anything, Kevin. You're a disappointment too. Such a disappointment. He then is like, you want to be Seth Rollins, but you will never be Seth Rollins. And then he goes, wait a minute. Sorry, I didn't mean it like that, Kev. I really didn't mean it like that. I mean that, like, you're not good. And then Kevin hits the stunner on him and walks away. This was excellent. Now, I'm sitting there going, okay, cool. They're telling us that the whole roster's out here. And you know what I think would have made this, not that it wasn't believable, because I think it was believable and I think it was good. But you and I both agree on this, that they should have had Becky out there, and he should have called out Becky too, and been like, and you also suck.
Did Maven turn heel?
And you also screwed this up and that up, and you didn't even win for us either. And I think that would have been excellent. That would have been really great.
I'll see what I can do, Colin. That way you can go straight to that.
Yes. Anyways.
I'll do it towards the end of the show.
Anyways, you and I both agreed on that. Was that Becky should have been out there too, and he should have called out Becky just like he did everybody else.
Yeah, I think it would have added to
it. It would have added to it, and not, like, because it was already believable because Raw did suck last night, but it would have added on to it into more of, like, it would have seemed more, like, real, you know, because everybody knows there's personal stuff outside of it, and they could have made something there, which I think would have been really cool, and it would have added to it. So, that would be my one little nitpicky thing was just the fact that he didn't have Becky out there too. Like, AJ wasn't out there either. AJ lost too, and AJ wasn't out there. Becky wasn't out there. The tag champs were out there, but they won, so he couldn't rat on them. But you know, I think it was a really good segment.
Yeah, and during this segment, I turned into Daniel Bryan.
Maven is a full heel
because
she's wearing black.
I was sitting there going,
black.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, guys, are you ready for this? Are you ready? Are you ready? You're not ready for this. Seth freaking Rollins. Yes, I'm wearing my...
You can't blame it on the whole roster. Blame it on Seth Rollins. Somebody wants him to be team captain.
Honestly, he lost for his own team. He got pinned by Keith Lee. He's the reason Team Raw...
care.
He's the reason Team Raw lost, which is in the long run...
Martin.
No, but at the same time, AJ was out there. He was? He was out there? I don't remember seeing AJ out there. But maybe I was wrong.
I've been saying this forever.
The OC was all out there,
yes.
weren't they?
Yes.
I'm a fool.
I've been saying this forever. I've been saying it for the last couple months. They needed to turn him heel immediately. They started tonight. It's awesome. I think that the one thing about this...
That's my bad. I didn't think AJ was out there, but he was.
Yes, this segment was pretty cool. Like, the whole thing was pretty cool. And
Maven a better heel than Seth Rollins.
I don't think so.
Excuse me?
Just the way he handled this, I think, was really cool. I wish he would have turned on the fans.
But the thing is, he already doesn't really care what the fans think.
That's where he should have turned on them.
He really doesn't care what the fans think. He's done that before where he's been out there and been like, there were a couple times during, like, when NXT was invading, he was like, oh, yeah, I think I'm the best in the world. And then he got, like, booed and then was like, well, you know, whatever.
Night, Colin.
I see where you all stand, and I don't care.
Here's the thing. This was probably the first legitimate heel. Not this, you know, like, okay, he could be a heel, he may not be a heel. This was probably the first legitimate heel move that I've seen in a long time in WWE.
But I think Bayley's a heel.
Bayley's not a heel, though, because people don't really, like, I mean, I don't feel that people really boo her. Like, people don't just despise her.
Okay, people might not boo her, but, like, the thing is...
If they don't despise the person and absolutely hate them, they're not a heel. Not a legitimate heel. I think right now Seth Rollins is close to becoming a legitimate heel.
Okay, what about Baron Corbin?
Baron Corbin? People just get tired of having him on TV, so it's not about him being a heel. It's like nobody just wants to see him.
Okay, but then what do you categorize Bayley as?
Bayley's, I told you, she's just there. I mean, I don't know that they really...
Dakota Kai might also be a legitimate heel based upon everything that happened.
The thing with Dakota Kai is we'll have to see where they go with it. And
now, right now, everybody's booing her because she attacked Tegan.
It just happened, so it's something that we'll have to see what they do. Surgery went well, however, I'm stuck here till Thursday. James, we'll be thinking about you. Let us know how things are going
Dakota
this
Kai,
week.
Best heel turn of 2019.
The problem was...
I could, yes.
Here's the only problem with her heel turn, the way they did it.
You had a problem with it?
Well, no, I like the way they did it. I like what they did. We sat here when everything happened.
We didn't even get our reactions on camera because our stupid internet went down.
When everything happened, we were talking about, well, from the other day, we were like, okay, Dakota Kai is somehow going to get in this match. And then she's going to turn.
Okay, well, I never said she was necessarily going to get in the match. I just thought she was going to turn anyways. Now, whether that was after the match had happened or whatever, like, I knew she was going to turn heel. It was just a matter of how they were going to do it, and it ended, I was still just as shocked, you know, as I would have been if I had no idea that they were turning her heel. Like, it was a really good heel turn. It was very shocking, and I liked it a lot, and I think it is in the running for one of the best heel turns of 2019, if it isn't the best heel turn of 2019.
What happened to JJ Security for Rollins? They've turned into
that nobody's. They don't even. They're not on TV anymore.
They're AOP now.
Yeah,
I don't know.
New face is coming to the Firefly Funhouse, guys, this Friday. Spoiler alert, it's probably going to be Liv. I don't think it's going to be Liv.
Matt Hardy's return, yes, I thought that was cool.
Except, you know, well, everything that happened. New Day still needs a heel turn. I agree. If not New Day itself, I think just Big E.
Yeah.
Big E really needs a heel
Big E could do a heel
Corbin
turn.
is trash. I agree. Corbin is trash.
That is why I don't see him as a heel, because
I don't like Corbin.
People just think he's trash.
I just don't like him. Anti-Shield. Yes.
The anti-Shield. Here's the thing is I think that, and I thought about this, maybe, possibly, someone asked about CM Punk earlier. Possibly, since Rollins is kind of going with the company line, CM Punk is against the company line, so maybe we do see a CM Punk and Rollins at WrestleMania.
Then maybe you'll be sadly mistaken. I know everybody has speculated that it's going to be Liv, and I still think Liv could possibly be joining the Firefly Funhouse. I just don't think she's going to be the person that shows up on Friday.
It's going to be whatever's in that cage of...
I said maybe it's going to be Daniel Bryan.
Whatever's in the cage
See, that's the thing. You said Daniel Bryan is too obvious, but I don't think it is, because everybody's expecting it to be Liv Morgan with all the rumors and everything that's been out there. I think Daniel Bryan could be a very interesting twist. And he's the new member of the Firefly Funhouse, because he went out there and was talking about how, you know, I'm just as mentally unstable as The Fiend is. And with the fact that he lost yesterday, that could have been enough to send him over the edge and be like, I need The Fiend. The Fiend is what I need to keep my career alive.
Possibly.
And so I could see Daniel Bryan.
Have you been... I like that finally they're doing this heel run with Seth. Yes, definitely, Justin. I agree. I like what they're doing with it. I think it's pretty cool.
Have you been seeing what she's been posting on Twitter? I have, and I'm not doubting that she could potentially be a part of The Fiend's thing, but I don't think that's who it's going to be on Friday. I think Liv Morgan is too obvious with everything that's been out there. I think that's too obvious.
I think right now both of them are pretty obvious, so it might be someone else. It's Evan Bourne.
I think Daniel Bryan is less obvious than Liv Morgan personally, because that was the first place my mind went, but I think it just makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Based upon everything that's happened.
But I think that it's kind of an obvious thing, though. Daniel Bryan, because just based on what he said, I'm unstable, I'm just like you. And then this Liv thing, just because everybody's been talking about it.
But that's the fact of the matter, is that everybody's been saying, oh, it's going to be Liv. Liv is going to be the next person to join The Fiend. She's going to be the person that joins The Fiend. So everybody's expecting it to be Liv. And that's the other thing. Liv was drafted to Raw, and so she's going to show up on Raw and not SmackDown, which is the odd thing about it. But I think Liv is the obvious answer here, and everybody thinks it's going to be Liv, which is when they throw the wrench in.
I'm not Liv, I'm Abby.
Well, no, I don't think that's happening. But that's when they throw the wrench in it, and it ends up being like, just because I don't think they're going to have her be Abby the Witch. I just don't think that makes a whole lot of sense, and they'd have to have changed her character completely. A name change and everything, and so I don't see her, like, coming out to the ring as, oh, she's Abby the Witch. Like, no, I don't see that happening.
Pro Diggy, I don't think Dominic's going to face Rollins. I don't think that'll happen.
It's Jeff Hardy as Willow.
I just hope they don't do Dakota Kai like they do Bayley, the best friends. I hope not. I hope they do her better. And I think they will, just because I think that she's at a better place at NXT than Bayley is with where she's at.
Well, I think ultimately they're going to do the friend thing.
Well, they might.
Where she fights Tegan, because that's kind of where it all started here.
Actually,
if you want to get technical, it started with Mia.
Jeff Hardy's
Mia-
logo is pretty funny.
Mia is the reason that she wasn't put in the match because Mia did better than her, so she attacked Mia. Mia will be her first opponent, and then when Tegan is, A-OK, ready to come back, Tegan's gonna attack Dakota from behind out of nowhere, and she's gonna be like, "You're a jerkwad. Why did you attack me? What did I do to you? And then that's what we're gonna get."
No, I said the same thing. I said that everybody that has faced the Fiend has turned heel or has had this, or had thoughts about
what's really funny
who they were
is the
and what they were about.
Put up a tweet after Seth did his whole spiel and was like, "I knew you had it in you."
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think that this whole thing.
Daniel Bryan. This is what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying, bro. He legit just beat Daniel Bryan.
He did.
And so Daniel Bryan makes the most sense. He thought about bringing the Yes movement back, and he thought about it, and he even did the Yes chant at Survivor Series. But he lost to the Fiend, and now he realizes, wait a minute, I can't go backwards. I have to go forwards, and I need to join the Fiend to get back where I want to be.
Yeah.
I have to go to the dark side to be the big man on campus.
That's possible. I mean, maybe that's what they'll do.
Now, when I'm right, y'all,
the field.
come back, talk to me then.
Food for thought. The Shield was a so-called backup for Punk, and Punk exposes Rollins saying he started the Shield. That'd be interesting. NXT is gonna be lit. I think there's a good chance it could be.
Okay, it might be Daniel then. That makes sense, Maven. See?
No, don't listen to Maven. She has no clue what she's talking about.
But does Liv make a whole lot of sense, though?
No, I.
Because what has Liv done, though?
Nothing.
I know she's been off TV for a long time.
I just think that it's too obvious, both of them.
Did the Yes chant just take the L? Well, then it's gonna be somebody completely different, and nobody's gonna expect who it is. Or it's gonna be something stupid like Ramblin' Rabbit's father.
I think it's gonna be Gangrel.
No, not a chance. So anyways, then we get Seth backstage, and he says, "I clearly didn't get."
Did the Yes chant just take an L?
He says, "I clearly didn't get my point over." He says, "Then tonight, Kevin and I in the ring. It's a challenge. You're fighting me." And well, that's that. Well, then we get the so lovely Lashley, Lana, Rusev triangle. Bobby Lashley versus Titus O'Neil is what we're supposed to get, but that doesn't end up happening. Well, first we got Rusev earlier in the day, and he gets a piece of paper that says he can't be in the building because he has a restraining order against him. Then Rusev attacks him, so the match ends, and they fight up to the ramp or whatever, and then they get on the table. I really wanted Rusev to put Lana through the tables, then I wouldn't have to listen to her scream anymore. Well, then that
But
didn't happen.
Rusev said it's not about her, so I think that was cool what he said there, that it's not about her. And so.
So now it's just I'm crazy and I want to beat up Rusev. So then why is he going after Lashley? What's the point of going after Lashley then, if it's not about her?
Because Lashley's attacked him a couple times.
Okay, but that makes no sense because it's all been about Lana. So whatever, that's a load of garbage. And anyways, I just Lashley got put through the floor, and then he got this silver thing pushed over him, the giant, whatever you call that. It got pushed over on him, and then he was there, and I was like, great, good, maybe you'll be off TV for a couple weeks, and I won't have to watch this garbage. I don't understand it.
Don't forget Finn Balor, because he could do something with him down in NXT.
He could, but I don't see that happening because I think Finn Balor is doing his own thing now.
Well, I think he's doing his own thing, but I think that'd be interesting that the Fiend would control somebody across all brands.
True, but same time,
So the feud over a faction that's not even all there. Come with something better. I think they could not necessarily feud over the faction, but the fact that Punk could go, hey, this is all my idea, and I was kind of in charge of it, and that Rollins could be like, no, it's, you're so full of it and have no clue what you're talking about. And so then, they could tie it in that way. It's going to be KD Vic. The Fiend starts a new cult with Rollins, Liv, and Bryan. I think that'd be awesome. Bobby Lashley got what he deserved. That's what happens when you mess with a man's wife. Yes, definitely. The Fiend starts a new cult with Liv, Seth, and Bryan, and Finn. That's what I just said.
I like that segment. I just don't care for him anymore.
I like the fact that Rusev kicked the crap out of Lashley.
I mean, that was great. because that was, awesome.
AJ
Say
Styles
that.
versus CM Punk makes more sense. AJ called himself the best in the world. Him versus Seth makes no sense.
No. CM Punk going after Shane McMahon makes the most sense here. Because Shane McMahon was calling himself the best in the world. For months. For years, practically. It felt like years. So,
I didn't have an issue with the Rusev and Lashley
See,
thing
now
tonight.
I specifically didn't have an issue with this one per se, just because they really didn't do anything that I was like, well, that was dumb. But, I mean, the whole segment as a whole is dumb. And I hope it comes to an end sometime.
Yes. Our video's down. Is our video down? I'm not dropping any frames.
Lashley didn't deserve that. Poor Lana.
Can everybody see us?
The segment that was funny was the one later in the show.
Hey, if we are down right now, we have everything showing we're good. I've heard YouTube's been having issues.
Shane's a nobody. I mean, yeah, true. I can't argue with that. But by the same token, he could totally feud with good old Punk, and it'd get him back out there. Both of them.
Yeah, right now we have everything. Everything looks good on our end.
So after that, we got AOP versus Hawkins and Ryder. Great first match back for AOP against some glorified jobbers. They're just employed by WWE. AOP gets the win.
I don't know. I like
So
this.
that
I
was
like
cool.
this segment. I like what AOP is doing. I like the whole thing with what.
I like what they're doing with Seth, but
And
putting them in matches against.
Okay, but they had to bring them back, and I think doing it this way, bringing them back slowly, is okay.
Okay, but putting them in a match against somebody who we know they're not going, who we know stands no chance against AOP, that just doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and you might as well have put them up against jobbers.
Okay, but hey, you're talking about former tag team champions.
I don't care. They are the equivalent of jobbers.
No, they're not.
Yes, they
No,
are.
they're
Ask
not.
anybody.
Seth joins Bray, then he got a character finally he can say it burned out. Yeah, definitely. That'd be funny. Burn it
They
down.
are glorified jobbers. They are jobbers that are employed by WWE. They are jobbers. There's no question. That's what they're used for, is to get beat by people.
He can be a wizard.
And
Yes.
So the fact that AOP's first match back since their return was against AOP,
All right, cool, James.
oh my good grief, was against Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder. It's like, okay, whatever. We knew Kurt Hawkins and Ryder weren't winning in any way.
Thanks, no.
Putting them up against somebody like OC or Viking Raiders or even the Street Profits, just
Thanks,
somebody who is is a legit tag team that could possibly actually put up a fight against AOP. I think that would have made more sense for their first match back. But again, what do I know? Just jobbers. That's what our tag teams deserve. So AOP got the win, and that wasn't a shock to anybody. Then we got Akira Tozawa versus.
I was completely shocked.
That was Akira Tozawa. Then we got Akira Tozawa versus Andrade. As soon as they announced Andrade, we all knew Akira Tozawa stood no chance. So Andrade got the win.
The only thing I want AOP to have, I want Paul Ellering with AOP.
They didn't have a mediocre title reign as tag champs. They won it from Seth in a handicap. Come on now.
Yes.
They won it from what? Seth in a.
Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins is not a jobber. See?
Yes.
See?
Yes, they are. In my opinion, they're glorified jobbers. Personally, I think they're glorified jobbers.
Good thing somebody sees it like I do.
That's just my personal opinion. And I don't see them as a legitimate threat in the tag team division. At all.
All right.
That's just my personal opinion. So, Akira Tozawa versus Andrade. I thought it was a decent match for what it was. Like I said, we all knew Akira Tozawa wasn't winning. He got on a show 2 nights in a row, so
I was
going to
say, how did he, how are they going to listen to Maven Street Fighter Lynch? She's right.
Thanks, man.
So, man.
Andrade got the win. Nothing, not.
Well, I wasn't a shock, but
No,
Akira
not a
Tozawa's like getting some TV time
He
here.
is, and I think he is good in the ring.
Oh, he is.
I kind of questioned him
He is.
yesterday, but I do think he's decent in the ring. So that was good. Then we get an Aleister Black promo talking about how Buddy Murphy wanted to pick a fight with him and how they're gonna have a match or whatever. And then we go on to say Maven does look like she belongs in Street Fighter.
That is a good question, John L. What are they going to do with Alexa Bliss? I do not know. I do not know.
Either. Well, she's on SmackDown, so I mean, they can always go back to Alexa and Bayley. Woohoo!
Jobbers are one-offs. They are on TV more often than not. See, I told you.
But
yep,
they're getting beat by everybody.
Which is better, AOP security for Rollins versus Fiend Colt with Rollins, Bryan and Liv, possible Finn?
Honestly, I think the AOP security was Rollins.
I think just because I think that the whole thing should be tied back into the Fiend, but I think you have Rollins go out on his own with AOP, and he somehow says, you know what, the feud with the Fiend is what set this all off. Akira versus Andrade, something new. Yes, definitely. I'm trying to watch Raw on View, and it's buffers like crazy, so I missed 85% of everything. Yeah, I hate that.
So, right after we got this Aleister Black promo talking about Buddy Murphy wanting to pick a fight and having a match with him or something, we get returning Matt Hardy versus Buddy Murphy. This kind of made no sense to me. Maybe I misheard the promo, but I swear they said something about Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy having a match, so I was kind of confused by the fact that right after this we had Matt Hardy versus Buddy Murphy. Like, to me, that didn't make a whole lot of sense. So, anyways, Buddy Murphy got the win, and then Murphy gets on the mic and says, I have come to pick a fight with, and then Aleister Black's music hits. Murphy tries to attack Black, but then Black kicks him in the head, and, well, we all know how that ended. So, yeah, that was that. I'm excited for Black and Murphy to have a match. It's going to be a really good match.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good match.
Very good match.
I think it'll be interesting, and I'm ready to see Black get back out there and, like, into the ring. Ryder and Hawkins are not jobbers. Yeah, that's what I said. I love Matt Hardy, but I got to give him props for putting over a young and up-and-coming star, Buddy Murphy. Yes.
I agree.
I would say that, that's really good. Again, that doesn't shock me. I think it was good to see Matt Hardy out there. I believe we'll see Andrade versus Ray for the U.S. title.
Probably. They have a lot they can go back on. I know that Andrade and Ray have had a lot of matches together. Don't get me wrong. I know. I get it. I 100% get it. But, I mean, I think it'd be fun. If it ended up ending with Andrade winning the U.S. title, I'd be totally fine with it because I think he should be the U.S. champion. I think he should be in the Intercontinental title spot. I think he should be in that area. He's that good. And, down the line, he should be going for, like, the big championships.
I have some thoughts on the whole Rey Mysterio
I do too, which I'll share in just a minute because we're almost to that segment. But nevertheless, I do think Andrade versus Rey is down the line here. So then we get a Charlotte interview backstage. She says, I never said I was a team player. I was just the only person qualified to be the captain of Team Raw. Now, Asuka, she's just still bitter that I beat her for the SmackDown Women's Championship right before Mania. And also, because I'm the one who beat her undefeated streak at WrestleMania 34. Tonight, I prove once again that I am better than Asuka. They have a lot more Mexican wrestlers on Raw than SmackDown. They do.
They do.
Like, they moved a lot of them over to... A lot of them were on SmackDown for a long time, and then they moved them over to Raw.
The U.S. title is more relevant now forget about the WWE title for 6 months or so. Yeah.
Pretty much.
I would agree.
I think that's really what this segment was to put over the U.S. Championship as the big championship for Monday Night Raw because Brock Lesnar's not going to be there for a long time.
Yeah.
Awesome, great. Love that. Screw Brock Lesnar.
I would agree.
So then we have the whole commercial for Bray revealing a new face in the Firefly Funhouse on Friday. Really excited for that. I'm glad they put that in there. That makes people curious and want to go watch SmackDown to see what happens with The Fiend.
Going back to Charlotte, I thought the promo with Charlotte was really good.
I did like this promo. I think it was a good promo.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was just the way she did it, the way she handled it. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, very much so. So then we're supposed to get AJ versus Humberto Carrillo for the U.S. title. I almost said Intercontinental title. It's the U.S. title. But OC attacks Humberto before the match. Then we get led into this huge promo segment. AJ is essentially just crapping on Chicago, and then Ricochet comes out, and is like tending to Humberto, and it's like, are you okay? You know, are you fine? And AJ's like, well, look, it's a superhero Ricochet. Except, well, he was a little late, because Humberto got beat up. So, darn. AJ then goes on to say, well, it looks like Humberto can't compete tonight. Ricochet is like, well, why don't I challenge you for the U.S. Championship?
You may lose us.
AJ,
just giving you a heads up.
AJ's then like, nope. I signed up for a title match against Humberto. Randy Orton then comes out. I love the way he says Humberto. He's like, Humberto. It's like, not I don't even know how I say it. Humberto Carrillo.
Humberto.
Yeah, he says it so weirdly.
Yeah.
It's so weird the way he says it, and it just makes me laugh every time.
Yes, Brock will be gone forever.
Pretty much.
I just don't understand it.
Once again, Brock won't be there, and the mid-card championship becomes important again. Ray won the U.S. title, but will we get a new design? Possibly. Maybe. Maybe not. Why didn't you tell Brock Lesnar to lose the WWE Championship? Well, I did. I did tell Brock Lesnar to lose the WWE Championship, except he didn't listen to me. So that was kind of dumb. Anyways, ow, that hurt my foot. Well, if Brock is not going to be there if Brock's not going to be there every day, at least make the U.S. belt mean something again, like how the hardcore title meant something in WWF. Yes. They gotta make it, one of their titles mean something to be the big championship, because it doesn't work otherwise.
Yeah, I agree.
Who knows? Anyways, where was I in this promo? Oh yeah, he's like, yeah, I signed up for a match against Humberto, so no, I'm not defending my title against you, Ricochet. Well, then Randy Orton comes out and is like, why don't you put your title on the line in a match against me? AJ's like, wait a minute. Last time we fought each other was on a bigger, better stage called WrestleMania. And, well, I beat you there, so no, you're not getting a title shot. Then Drew McIntyre comes out, and he says, I thought this was pretty funny. I thought this was good. He says, I might just have a solution. He's tall, dark, handsome. He has a sexy accent. And he also has never gone for a singles championship. And he's never had a match with you one-on-one. So, why don't we have ourselves Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles for the U.S. Championship? AJ declines once again. I'm sitting here going, man, oh man, can you just not? You just passed up the opportunity of a lifetime to have a really good match with Drew McIntyre. But no, we're too stupid.
I don't know. I think this is okay with it.
We're too stupid for that.
I thought, as far as this part goes, I was okay with like the whole setup here.
I like the Drew part. The Drew portion of the promo I thought was really funny, and then the very end, I thought those were the two funniest parts. So then
Jericho is still in WWE. We call Humberto Hamburger or Dorito. Yeah, that'd be funny.
Pretty much.
Are we still? Can everybody still see us?
Because
I know we dropped some frames. We've like spinning. We're doing.
It was
everything.
low. It was working till it got to like here, and then it stopped.
Yeah, this is like dumb.
It might be going up. Maybe. Are we loading? Hello. Are we loading? Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Oh wait, I think we're back. We're back.
We lost you again. Yeah.
Well, on my phone we were back for just a minute. Now we're gone again. So, reload it. Do the thing again.
When it gets this high, it's spiking, which isn't good.
On my phone, we're working again.
Again, our download speeds are fine.
Oh, well, that doesn't help us, though.
No.
In and out.
It's the upload speed.
Yeah, we're coming back, hopefully.
Think we're coming back.
We're coming back. Yeah, I was going to say.
We're back again.
We're back. We're back again. We're back again. So, it's loading on my phone now, so we're all good. Anyways, so.
I bet you everybody wished Kofi Kingston was still WWE champion. I'm okay with him not being champion.
No, I'm not, because that means Brock Lesnar's champion, and well, that's a problem. So, no, I wish Kofi was still champion, honestly. Because Brock got the belt. No, how are you okay with Brock Lesnar being on TV ever?